All right, so if you're making a tri-spinner like this, sometimes what happens is one of these might be a little bit bigger than the other two, especially if you're doing it on a jigsaw. So how you figure that out is, what'll happen is when you spin it, it'll always have one end pointing down because that's heavier, right? So what you do is you just spin it very lightly a few times. And you naturally let it come, right? So now this one is a little bit heavier, so I put a little circle there. I spin it again, very lightly. And so this side is just a little bit too big. So what I'll do is I'll kind of go around and say, okay, it's a little bit big right here. So I'll just put some pencil marks on there. Looks like it's a little bit big right here. So what I'll do is I'll just go on the sander and I'll take this little tiny bit off and I'll do it again. All right, so here's where the O was. You can do an X, doesn't really matter. And I'll spin it again. I just took a little tiny bit off. And it looks like it still needs a little bit more, so I'm going to go back. Spin this again. That's a good spin, so it didn't really favor any one side there. If it lands in the middle like that, that's definitely good. So we're going to mark this one very quickly with a dot and a slash. I'm just using a cheapy bearing for this. It's like 25-cent bearing. Yep, so this side right now is just a little bit. And you're never going to get it perfect, but what this will do is when you spin it, it'll balance out the wobble. And this one doesn't have a very big wobble, but at high speeds it may. So let me fix that bearing a little bit. Yeah, it's got a tiny wobble right there. That might be from the bearing being a little bit cockeyed in that hole, or it might be because, yeah. So it's going to take off a tiny bit more wood on the sander. All right, I played around with it for about 5 or 10 minutes, and you can see got everything even, got most of the wobble out. Might still play around with it a little bit. But remember, I still need to round down all these edges and everything, so this is a constant process. It's going to be pretty cool with the weights being inside the center of the wood there, but constant process, just got to kind of even it out, and much smoother now.